September 17th. And it's like 7 o'clock, so I gotta hurry up here. I'm gonna show you what I'm wearing. First of all, if you're wondering, this is Lip Sense. This is the color Blue Red, and I do have the matte gloss over it. I'm gonna show you what I am wearing today. So today I am wearing another LuLaRoe dress. This is another Amelia dress. And of course, because it has pockets. I'm wearing my black teaks, and this is just a black cardigan that I got like I don't know how many years ago. So I don't remember where it's from or anything like that. It's just a black normal cardigan that I usually wear with this. So that's what I'm wearing. I am only slightly nervous today about teaching theme. It'll be okay. Like, I know it'll be okay, but I just have to get in there and get it done. I think after the first period and after I teach it the first time, I think it'll be better, but I just have to get through it. So I will talk to you guys later. Hello. Let's get that focused. There we go. Okay. You guys, I'm tired. So tired. It is now past 5 o'clock. It's like 5:05. So it's not like super far past 5 o'clock, but it's past 5 o'clock. And I am just now leaving. My host teacher actually left over 30 minutes ago, and I was still here. Today it went okay. I feel like I could have done so much better in general, but this was my first time even teaching any of these topics to students and stuff, and as the day went on I progressively got better, which again, totally normal kind of a thing. I am tired. So we went over theme, and after I kind of sat down with the teacher and I was like, how could I have done that better? And I was like, this is what I'm seeing. How could I have phrased that better? How could I have done that better? And we got talking and stuff, and she gave me some good pointers, and I just find it, I guess, not interesting, but I'm always really down on myself. Like I did this whole survey thing, and one of them was on like reflectiveness, and I actually said that I'm like, I'm okay. Honestly, looking back now, like reflecting on the survey of being reflective, I think I'm pretty good at like looking back at what I've done and stuff like that, and like kind of trying to make those changes for the better. I think I'm pretty good at that, because I know how I feel looking at an American flag and it's completely blue, and I'm really confused. Anyway, squirrel moment. I feel like you're actually pretty good at like going back and reflecting me, like how could have I done that? How could I have done that better? What can I change for tomorrow and make that better? And at the end of this week, I was going to have my 7th graders do this project about a country and describing the culture, the location, and like the time, like comparing different time frames. But after today, like even after the first time I taught it, honestly, I told the teachers like, no, you guys, I'm sorry, the light's horrible, there's nothing I can do about it. And so I'm changing the project a little bit. Instead of doing a country, we're gonna go find a children's book that they're going to analyze the same things, culture, time, and place. Like they're gonna figure out what time frame it's in, the place that it is, and the culture of that place, kind of a thing. And so that's what I'm gonna do instead. So I need to go and revamp the template that they're going to be using for their project at the end of the week. So yeah, guys, it's just kind of crazy. I feel like I'm going a little crazy, honestly, right now. And so after school, well, then we have the SAT meeting, 6th hour. So I went there, again, kind then after school I just worked. I got my PowerPoint done for tomorrow for the 8th graders. I got my PowerPoint done for the 7th graders. And it's like actual PowerPoints. It's not just like starter, like bell ringer questions. Like it was me actually having to go in and like research a couple things, find a couple things to put into the PowerPoint, stuff like that. Like it's an actual like lesson PowerPoint thing. And so that's what we were working on with that. Well, that's what I was working on after school. So I have that prepared for tomorrow. I did end up for one of my classes getting all of the permission slips in to record the class. And so I gave the class the option. I was like, do you guys want me to record today or tomorrow? And they were like, record today. So I recorded myself teaching today. I did look back on it. Like, I would have to look at it again. I think I did okay. I think that it's a really good one for me to give to the person who's going to be evaluating it, because I think I'll get pointers back. I'll get that feedback that I've been craving. And so, because I know it wasn't perfect, and so I think that this was a really good one for me to send in, because I know it's not perfect. I know it was decent. I know it was okay, but it definitely wasn't perfect. So I'm excited to submit that and get the feedback from that. I'm trying to think if anything else went down today. Nothing else new happened. It's kind of a typical day. Tomorrow I have 2 IEP meetings, one before school and one after school. And then on Wednesday, heaven help me, oh my gosh you guys, I have my meeting at 6:30 in the morning on Wednesday, and then we have an IEP after school on Wednesday, and it needs to be translated, so it's like a double IEP meeting. And I told my host teacher, is like, if I leave that IEP meeting crying, know that it's not you, it's probably because I'm exhausted. And I was like, and what kind of soda do you want? Because I'm bringing one in on Wednesday morning for us, because we gonna need some caffeine to make it through. So, and then I also found out that my host teacher will not be here on October 8th. So that final week that I'm going to be here, that Monday, she's not going to be coming in because her husband got an interview for a pharmaceutical school that they're going to go to. And so I wish them all the best. Maybe I'll get her job. No, honestly, just wish them all the best. And so we're going to have a sub come in. She's like, it's going to be a really easy day for the sub. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, gosh darn it, I should have like applied to be a substitute teacher, and because I could have had my one day to like do it and keep myself active, and I could have gotten paid for that day to be there. Whatever, it's okay. But she's not going to be there, so it's going to be a really easy day for the sub. And that week I'm going to slowly be giving classes back, and then that Friday I'm also going to be bringing in like donuts and having like a donut party for my last day, which is crazy that I'm thinking this way, because I'm on week 5, like, but I'm halfway through this placement and I'm done with Monday, so it's all kind of craziness. I'm gonna let you guys go though, so when I get home I can like spend time with my kids, spend time with my family, because I have work tonight, which is why I'm really glad that I stayed after school until 5 at the school and got everything done that I needed to for tomorrow, because if I brought it home, it would not have gotten done, because I would have gotten home and been super tired and didn't want to do anything. So I'm really glad that I made that choice and stayed after to get that done. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, everyone. I would look at my watch to see what time it is, but my youngest has stolen my watch because they are playing with the walkie-talkie feature.
And guess what? Shane's actually using the walkie-talkie app to talk to Dad while he's making lunches, and they're fighting by talking.
Okay.
Now you should just go by Dad and say, Shane, give me my watch.
I'll go get it. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm wearing today. I will be wearing my Apple Watch because I will get that back because I need it. I'm gonna turn the camera around, show you what I'm wearing. I just have my hair in a simple ponytail today because I didn't feel like really re-straightening it or anything. So here's the look today. I'm wearing my denim jacket from Old Navy. This is a perfect tee from LuLaRoe, and then some leggings from LuLaRoe, and I got these boots from DSW. So that is the outfit of the day. I have not eaten breakfast yet, and I need to quickly eat something because I'm not going to be able to eat when I get to school, because as soon as I get to the school I'm going to be a part of an IEP meeting. So I need to eat now, gather up my stuff, and head out so I'm not late for that meeting. And then I have another IEP meeting after school today, and then again I'm not going to leave until I have everything ready for tomorrow and Thursday, because I'm being observed on Thursday, and I also need to start planning for next week. So I will figure it out. I will let you guys go, and I'll talk to you after school. All right, I'm leaving. It's not 5 o'clock. I was going to stay until 5 o'clock, but I ended up not. I'll tell you why in a minute. I'll pull out here. Oh my gosh, you guys. So my first period class day, we're going over theme, and I thought I had it. I thought I could teach it to them. I did a little bit of it yesterday, and today we were supposed to pretty much just be reviewing, but it's like they forgot everything that we went over yesterday, like everything. And oh my gosh. And finally I got to the point, like, I didn't know how to explain it anymore. Like, I could not figure this out. And so I turned to the teacher and I'm like, help. And she just got right up and she kind of helped explain it a little bit more, which helped me for like hearing her go over it, because then I was able to do a lot better for my other 8th grade class during 5th period. For that first period, oh my goodness. And then 2nd period, it went great. 3rd period, so chatty and so off task today, and I had to like pull out my, like, you know, teacher voice, like knock it off kind of a thing, because they were a little rowdy today. The honeymoon period is definitely over. 4th period, they started off a little rowdy, but I kind of laid into them a little bit, like within the first 5 minutes. I'm like, already dealt with this today. This is your warning right now. Like, we are doing work, we are not talking, like stuff like that. And so because I did that, they were a lot better. And then 5th period, did the whole theme thing again, and again it went a little bit better. Still feel like it could be better. It always could be better. So yeah, all of that happened. I had an IEP meeting before school and after school today, so we did 2 IEP meetings today. And I was gonna stay after today I actually also revamped completely the 7th grade project of what they were doing. I also kind of redid a bit of the 8th grade project, and they're actually going to kind of start out tomorrow a little bit. Probably before school I'll ask the teacher, I'm like, we need to pair these kids up. Like, how should I pair them up? And then, yeah, I don't know. You guys, it was crazy. Sorry. But again, I was gonna stay late, but we went out in the hallway to talk to some of the special ed teachers, because they just got out of an IEP meeting for a behavior student, and we were just talking and stuff like that. And one of the teachers, I guess one of the behavior aides, went up to the teacher and asked her today, how do you know if you're having a miscarriage? And so they started talking about that, and I froze up and I felt like I was gonna lose it, and I got into the classroom and I had to like compose myself, and I just gathered my stuff and I ended up leaving because like I may act like I'm okay and that I'm fine and stuff like that, but I'm still not. Like, it still really hurts, and it still is a really sensitive topic for me. And the teacher didn't know that that would have triggered me or anything. Like, she didn't know, and that's okay and stuff like that. But that's why I ended up leaving earlier than I thought I was going to. So I still have work that I need to get done at home tonight, and I also have work. So we'll see how all that plays out. That's pretty much my day, you guys. Like, it wasn't super exciting or anything like that, except for the help moment. Like, seriously sent out an SOS to my teacher. I'm like, and thankfully she was able to jump in. Thankfully she was there, because most of the time, honestly, she's not even there because she's like running around doing other things, which is totally okay. But thankfully she was there and able to jump in when I needed her to help me out. So that was nice. So yeah, though, I'm gonna let you guys go. I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning. And yeah, just I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. So, see ya. Good morning, everyone. It is September 19th. And I am on my way to work. I figured I should film here instead of in the car for sure, because it is still dark outside. I have a meeting at 6:30, so it's now 5:50, and I am getting ready to head out. Really quick, what I'm wearing today. So I'm wearing a Irma from LuLaRoe, some navy pixie pants, my black teaks, and then this white cardigan from Adorn It. Did not feel like spending time on my hair, so it's in a ponytail today, and I actually did not wash my face yesterday, so I'm just wearing the same makeup that I wore yesterday. I'm calling it good. So yeah. So whoa, I'm all blown up. So I'm gonna head out, and I'll talk to you guys after school. It's gonna be a long day today. So I have the 6:30 meeting this morning, and then teaching all day, and then there's an IEP meeting after school that has to be translated, so it's going to be a very, very long IEP meeting. So I will talk to you guys later. Oh, it is almost 4 o'clock. So I was, I would say, the third person in this parking lot today. And I'm definitely not the first person to leave. Not the last, but I'm not the first either. I am tired. So like I said earlier, we had a 6:30 professional leadership committee meeting. And that was a good meeting. I really enjoy those meetings. I learned so much, and I take away so much from those meetings. Just kind of sitting there and listening and like just learning. I love those meetings, even though they're at 6:30 in the morning every other week. But I love them. I learned so much. And then round 3 of theme for 8th grade. I am glad to report to you guys that it went so much better today than it has the last 2 days. Like, they are starting to comprehend it and starting to get what they need to do to write a theme statement, to find the theme within a passage or a story. So I'm like really happy to announce that was the case today. My first hour class, they definitely need some more practice with it within the books. My 5th hour class, they were starting to really catch on and really get it by the end. And so tomorrow I might have them read, you know, just a few more a few more books to really make sure that it's solidified after a day of like working on it. And sorry. I think tomorrow tonight I'm gonna find some like YouTube clips of like little clips of like Disney movies or something, and then they can find like the theme within like the clip or the theme of the movie kind of a thing. So instead of just doing it books, we're gonna translate it to like a movie, and then next week we're going to look more into the actual book that we're reading and get back to the actual book. So it'll be really good. I'm really excited to do all of that. 7th grade culture, time, and place. So today we ended up reading the Lorax, which you wouldn't think that that's a good book for culture, time, and place and teaching that. But honestly, it's a great book for teaching it, because you find how the culture changes within the book the entire time, like the cause and effect of things. So it would have been a great book for cause and effect as well, because one thing happened and it changed the culture to make it like this and stuff like that. And then for time, it was great because it went from the present time to the past and then back to the present time. So time, it was great. And for place, it was good because even though it wasn't like in a set place within the United States or within the world, they were able to describe the place to me. So they were able to say, you know, at the beginning of the book, the place was dark, it was gloomy, it was dead. They were able to like use words to actually describe the place. So it was an excellent book for like just reiterating the culture, time, and place. So we did that with the 7th grade classes. My last 7th grade class, we finished the book early, and because they've been working so hard, so I ended up going onto YouTube, because I knew we were going to finish early with that class, but I didn't want to like have them pull ahead even further. I kind of wanted to end the day with all my 7th grade classes at the same point, ready to go. I think my first 7th grade class, we did not finish the book, so I'm gonna have to finish the book with them tomorrow. But we got pretty close to finishing the book, so we'll see. I can't remember exactly where we were at, but we'll finish that tomorrow. And then, oh, I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I found on YouTube like the old cartoon of the Lorax, like the 25-minute version of it, and so I had my class watching that, and again afterwards we talked about it, because in the movie, and yeah, they like take more creative license on it, but they did like dive more into how like the culture changed and stuff like that, and like why and stuff like that. And so again, it was really good to reiterate that and kind of re-go over that, so that tomorrow when they start their project for me, they're going to be ready to go. Tonight I have my cohorts, so I have my class that I need to attend to at night at like 6:15. Really tired. Gas keeps going down by a penny. Hoping it goes down a little bit more. So yeah, like I have the cohort tonight, and then I also need to find the clips for my 5th period class, and then I need to write a rubric for my 7th grade classes for their project, so that they can do that. And then I also have to write starter questions for both 7th and 8th grade classes for tomorrow. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's totally doable. I mean, I'm exhausted. I am truly exhausted. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna be like pretty much working non-stop until I go to bed tonight. And I'm supposed to have a girls' night tonight. I might see if she can come over and just hang out with me while I'm working, and we can just talk while I'm working on things, because I am really busy tonight and I just need to get some things done. So I'm gonna do that. Other than that, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It was a good day. It feels a lot better. I mean, My Apple Watch totally died during the second period, but it still is a good day. So I'm gonna go home and charge this sucker up. I kept like looking at my wrist all day thinking that was gonna tell me the time, but it wasn't. But I wasn't gonna take it off because then my really awesome tan line was gonna show. But I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you guys tomorrow, and it's gonna be Thursday, another observation day. So kind of just getting my ducks in a row tonight, making sure I'm really prepared for tomorrow, ready to go, so that when my person comes in to observe me, it can go well. And I still, by the way, have not gotten my observation like report, which I just want to say, if you're watching this and you're a WGU student, that is not the norm, okay? Most students would have gotten their feedback by now. Especially like in my cohort, there are some people that get it back within 24 hours. Like, it is not the norm that it takes over 2 weeks to get your feedback from the observation. I'm giving my person, I'm going to talk to them tomorrow, see what's kind of going on, because I did get an email from Teacher Success, and because my cohort facilitator emailed them saying that there's a problem, that I haven't gotten this back yet. And so yeah, I'll email them back. I just want to talk to my actual clinical supervisor first tomorrow, see what she has to say, see if she gives me like a time frame of when I'm going to get both of these back, see if the issues have been fixed, and if she doesn't give me any of that information, then I will email them back tomorrow so that they can figure things out. I just want to give my clinical supervisor the benefit of the doubt, because I don't want to like step on anyone's toes and stuff like that. I want to be as fair as I possibly can be. I mean, I think I've been super fair at this point, but I'm gonna wait it out just a little bit longer, see what's going on, give her the benefit of the doubt that she just got the information yesterday, and it's gonna take a little bit of time for her to get stuff in. So I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow about it. She's super nice, and I just don't want to hurt anyone's feelings and get anyone in trouble, because like, it wasn't her fault that she didn't have the information to do it. Like I said though, it's not the norm, so don't think this is the norm, because it's not. WGU is pretty good about this stuff. This is not the norm. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow. Sorry for rambling on forever and a day again. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, September 20th. I think, yeah. I have a migraine. It's going to be a good day. I'm being observed today. I got a migraine. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna work through it though. Something I gotta do. I did take some ibuprofen, so we'll see if that helps. I have another like 10 minutes before I need to go, so I'm probably going to, as soon as I'm done with this, shut off all my lights and just sit in the dark for a little bit. I want to show you guys what I am wearing today. Okay, so I am wearing a long maxi dress, and it has pockets. I don't have any suckers.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't have any more.
Yes, you do.
Who told you about the suckers?
I want suckers.
Okay, so this is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a long maxi dress. It's like a gray maxi dress from Adorn It, a Sarah cardigan from LuLaRoe, and then I have just this necklace from Walmart, and then I have my black teaks on. So nothing too fancy, nothing too special, just something really comfortable, because like I said, I have a migraine. So, and I did French braid my hair today to kind of keep it off my neck and stuff. So we'll see how today goes. I'll talk to you guys after school. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. It is now, just letting you know, about 4:10. My goal was to get out of here by 4, so I think I did pretty well. I'm still so tired from yesterday. I'm just like, I need to like go home, take a nap before I work tonight, because I am going to work tonight. I'm definitely not feeling as stressed right now as I did on Tuesday. So, which is good. Like, I feel the calmness right now. Okay. So how did the day go? It went good. My clinical supervisor came today to observe me during my first hour of class. She came in when they were finishing up their partner reading, and then we came together as a class to just kind of review a really quick theme again, like just with a basic example of theme, because we've been doing it all week. And then I had them split up into their groups, and I'm so tired. Had them split up into their groups, walked around while they were reading their stories, helped when needed with the theme, make sure that they were kind of getting where they needed to be with that. And then afterwards, I talked to her. I asked her about my previous observation. Like, I still haven't gotten the feedback for it. And like, I know that you just got that information just like a little bit ago. I was like, did you submit that yet? Just wanted to check in with you, see where that's going. And she said that she submitted it actually like yesterday or the day before. But I still hadn't gotten it. So I texted her, like, well, I didn't get it. Like, I double checked. And so she was gonna look into it, and she must have, or something happened, because I ended up getting my observation from 2 weeks ago today. So it took 2 weeks, but I got it. And most of it, like, it was on a scale of like 0 to 4. 0 could have been like it wasn't observed at all, and then there's like, you know, 1 like not efficient, 2 nearing efficiency, 3 highly effective or effective. 3 is effective or efficient, and 4 is like highly effective. So I got all 3s and 4s on it. So, which is really, that feels really good. I'll have to go back and see what I got 3s on to see what I can do to make it more highly effective. There wasn't really any notes there on like what I could have done better, so I'm going to go through and really read what I got 3s on to see what I can like focus on, because, you know, if it's not a 4, that means that there's something I can do to improve. So I'm going to try to figure out what it is I can do to improve and to get better and stuff like that. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And then the rest of the day kind of just went, I guess you could say. My 7th grade classes, we started our projects on culture, time, and place, so I partnered them up into groups. I assigned them their books, and so today they were mostly just reading the books that they need to read for the culture, time, and place. And then why am I like all tongue-tied right now? And then on Monday they're going to actually get onto the computer so that they can make their PowerPoint presentations on it. And then on Tuesday they'll be presenting those to the class. So they'll be presenting them to the class on Tuesday, and then we'll kind of move on with curriculum on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So that's what we're doing with that. 5th hour was my other 8th grade class, and because they were really getting it yesterday, the theme concept from the books, I found some like Pixar and Disney short films that we watched, and we were able to get themes from that, so that we were able to translate, you know, it's not, themes aren't just from books, but they are also in like the media, in the movies that you watch, the short films, stuff like that. So we translated it to that, And again, next week we're going to be bringing it to the book that we're reading, just to kind of tie it all together and bring it back to the book that we are actually reading as a class. So that's the plan with that. There was an assembly during our study hall. That was stressful. I am not a person that likes huge crowds of kids screaming in my ear. It's not my thing. But I guess it was fun to experience it. And then, what else? Planning time. I did get everything planned out for next week. So tomorrow I just need to make sure I have all the copies that I need for next week. But I am pretty much ready to go at this point for next week. And even for 8th grade, I got quite a bit of it done for the following week as well. I just want to say, I really enjoying my time here at the middle school. I can see myself working there. I can see me fitting into that school and like finding a place there. And it was interesting, my host teacher and I were talking today because another teacher came in and we were talking about Hero Hour, which is the study hall kind of hour kind of thing. And we were talking and she was wondering if like we called students in to make sure that they were caught up in all the other classes. And we were like, yeah, like if we see that a kid on our caseload is like behind in classes, they get called into our Hero Hour and we work with them on getting caught up. And she goes, well, do you also do remediation? So like with the curriculum that we taught, do we pull kids in to like reteach if we need to? And we're like, yeah, we do that. And her mind was kind of blown that we did that. Like she said that was one of her goals this year, is to get better at that. But her mind was kind of blown that we actually did that in our study hall time or our Hero Hour time. And I'm sitting back thinking, I'm like, well, that's the time given to you to do that. Like, especially as special ed teachers, like, you know that time is critical and that it needs to be utilized for the purpose that it's given. Like, that's for some of these kids. My study hall hour is the only time that I see them during the day. It is my time to make sure that they're getting everything, that if a test needs to be read to them, I'm able to do that. It's my time to touch base with them and make sure that they're doing okay with their classes, checking their grades, just making sure everything's fine. And then going through even all my other classes and make sure, hey, these grades are kind of slipping, let's pull them in. And one of the great things about our study hall is you can request students to come to your study hall, but if your study hall is getting like too big, you can actually, there's like a floater teacher that you can send your students to that are caught up and stuff like that. And so we did a lot of that this past week where we kept calling kids in and then sending the kids that were on top of their grades and stuff like that were normally in our study hall. We sent them to the floater teachers so that we were able to really focus on the kids that needed our attention. Now, if those other kids, if their grades were slipping or anything like that, we wouldn't have sent them to a floater because they needed to be with us. But it was a really great, it's a great tool to use, and I'm shocked that teachers don't use it for its potential. Like, there could be so many problems eliminated. I really think if every teacher used that study hall for what it's supposed to be. And I also truly think that some teachers that have kids in a study hall, they use it as just like another planning time where they're grading papers and stuff like that, where they really could like be up and just making sure that kids are working, checking their grades, doing all of these things so that people aren't falling behind, kind of a thing. So I don't know, it was just an eye-opener to me that my point of view on Hero Hour and study time, the study hall hour time, is not the same mentality that most people have. And I guess I'm naive that people would think. I don't know, use common sense on things like that. But I am almost home, so I am going to let you guys go. Like I said, I am working tonight. I need to make sure that my kiddos have their homework done when I get home, but I am planning on taking a nap so that I can be more rested. And I have had a headache like all day. It's not super bad right now, but I have had a headache, so I'm just gonna kind of lay down and relax before I have to work tonight. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow on Friday. Wonderful, wonderful Friday. And I think I'm gonna do a weekend vlog again this weekend because it really did help me. Totally selfish. It helped me stay on top of what I needed to get done during the weekend. So I think I am going to do that again. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, September 21st. So it is Friday. We have made it through the week. And quickly show you. I don't like what I'm wearing actually. I'm gonna take off the coat check. Maybe that'll help. Maybe give me a second. Okay, back. It's not super better, but it's a little bit better. Here we go. So I am wearing this top. It's a classic tee from LuLaRoe, and then a what kind of skirt is this called? I forget what kind of skirt it's called. Cassie. I think it's a Cassie from LuLaRoe, which is like just a pencil skirt. My mirror's dirty again. And then I was wearing I was wearing this black Monroe, but the run in the back is a little bit too big right now for me to wear it. And then I put on my denim jacket. I didn't like it, so I pulled out my cardigan.
Mom.
From my toilet.
Mommy.
What?
Our light in the bedroom went off.
Oh no.
And we tried to do the switch and it not did anything.
Oh no.
It was already off.
Yeah, we'll have to replace the light bulbs.
Light bulbs just
Went out. Yeah.
well, ours are not burned out.
No, just the ones in your room, right?
Yeah, cause in our room.
Crazy.
It's really magic.
Yeah.
It's turned off.
He's so cute. Alright, so today on the agenda for school, it is store day. So it is actually a really easy day for me. We're going to be doing timings, surveys, timings, special, Dibbles timings. Then they're going to do their story. So they read like a passage, answer some questions for comprehension. They have to code the story as well. And then they, you hear them out there, don't play with my maraca. And then they get to, they're gonna kind of play catch up in other classes. So I sent a PowerPoint slide to the teacher, and she did this while I was planning the other things yesterday. She went through all of the classes on all of our classes, and then she pulled up their grades and she picked one assignment that they had to work on before they could like talk or anything like that, but they had to work on just one assignment. So, and then if they didn't have to work on anything, that's when they got to like read a book or anything like that, because they're all caught up. So that's what we're doing today. I will talk to you guys. I'm probably gonna get myself a Dr. Pepper on my way, but I will talk to you guys later. All right, it's Friday and I'm done for the week. Today I'm not, because tomorrow I'm doing homework. Sunday I'm doing homework, like homework all weekend. So teach all week, homework all weekend. I can do this. But as far as today goes, overall it was a pretty good day. It was store day, which means that there's not like any curriculum necessarily being taught. It is all pretty much it's testing day pretty much for our class, so we that we use for our records, for IEPs and stuff like that. We've gone over this like every Friday. What that is. Look at that. So and we also, for the 8th graders, we put on the back of like their story comprehension, we asked for them to write the theme of the story, which was really nice, because then I can go ahead and like take a look at that and figure out kind of a quick check after the end of the week, see how everyone's doing, pull kids in for remediation if I need to, kind of good thing. So 7th grade, they did well today. Like, it was a really chill and relaxed day, honestly. I have to say though, my 5th hour class, a couple things. There was one behavior incident where, let's leave it at that. There was one behavior incident today. But I just wanted to share this sweet, sweet story that literally I was almost in tears during 5th hour. So share it. I'm not going too fast. So one of, anyway, there's like cop cars all over the place. I don't want to get pulled over. So store day, like I said, there was this one student who had been saving up $100 for weeks now because there was a notebook that she really wanted to buy from the store. It's a super cute notebook. But her friend came into class today, and this is very not like her friend at all. She was just in tears. She was crying about something, so we ended up, she did her maze test, and then we ended up having her, she went to the counselors to talk to them. She wasn't doing okay. We don't know why, but something was wrong. And so she came back. She was still upset. She wasn't crying anymore, but you could tell that she'd just been crying a lot. And her friend that was so excited to get this notebook, because she really loved this notebook and she really, really wanted it. While her friend was doing something, I saw her just slip it in with her stuff. Was looking forward to having that. She worked so hard at getting that, and then she saw that her friend, somebody was in need of some cheering up, and she just gave it away. And that touched me so much. Like, it was one of the sweetest things, and probably one of the best moments that I've been able to witness during student teaching so far. Just how a student could have so much compassion for her friend, so much empathy, that she would do something like that. And it seemed so small and so trivial, but for her it was such a big deal. Like, she wanted that. She worked so hard to get that and save up for that. And when she got it, her friend wasn't in the room when she bought it, and she was just so happy. She was dancing around the room. She was so happy to have this notebook. And she decided that her happiness was greater by giving it to somebody else. It was amazing. Truly amazing. I'm gonna let you guys go actually, so it's not that long of a chat today. I have to put some gas in my car. So I'm heading into the gas station now. But I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I'll see you next week. I will be filming this weekend for like a weekend homework type vlog, because it's nice that you're seeing the student teaching, but like this is a 7-day thing. Like 7 days a week I'm working on something. Not necessarily like for the classroom, but for school. Like it's where it's gonna be the death of me at some point, because I'm just working so hard on everything and I'm just tired all the time. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm trying to find a pump to go to. There's one. Sorry, I'm focusing. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later, and like I said, I will be vlogging this weekend, so bye. Hi everyone, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching this video and for being here along this journey with me. If you are interested in subscribing to my channel, go ahead and click on that link down below. It's a little picture of me. Go ahead and click on that. If you want to watch one of my previous videos, there's a link for that as well. Feel free to go ahead and click that. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel so that you can be here for the next one. Thank you guys again so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.